The trick behind Google Calendar's notifications. When Android users open the notification in their Google Calendar app, they might notice that it doesn't ring until 4 or 5 hours later. Some might also notice that the notification disappears from their screen when the screen goes to sleep. This issue is definitely something to be aware of, especially if you spend a lot of time scheduling events in your calendar, but there may be a way for you to make notifications ring immediately after clicking on them, every second. The best way to keep your notifications ring without any downside is to change your notification settings in the Google Calendar application. It only takes a few quick steps to do so. Think about it before you change anything. The easier and more efficient the process, the better. How to reduce app notification sound frequency on your Android One. Open Google Calendar and select one of the calendars that you use regularly from the list at the bottom of your calendar. When done, just what is Google Calendar? What is most important about Google Calendar is that it notifies its user every time an event happens. For instance, if a meeting is scheduled from 7 o'clock to 8:30 p.m. at the office, then the app will send reminders for the entire day. There are also options for making meetings private so that only those people who need to see the notification will see it. Apart from weather updates, Google Calendar also displays other useful information. If you log in with your Gmail account, then it will display the inbox on its interface. For those of us who own a laptop, they will see the notifications of new emails through their calendar interface as well. Some wonder how 20 email accounts fit in one darned thing called Gmail client, but then what makes this application so good? A useful Android app that always gives news from the internet and is one we have always. How to make an appointment on Google Calendar. Google Calendar does an amazing job at scheduling your day, but finding events can be a hassle. There is a neat trick for time-sensitive notifications by creating a Google Calendar event with the name of your app. Typically Google Calendar updates the date and time with these notifications, but it won't create a notification for you to send. With this simple step, you can find events without having to go through the whole process every single time. What are event notifications? What are event notifications on Google Calendar? The notifications are an alert when an event is on the calendar. The notification will appear in the top right corner of the screen, with a banner that displays who created it, the date and time, a nice graphical illustration, and small text stating the type of event so you can quickly identify what's going on. For example, a birthday would have just birthday in big text, not only identifying it as such but also providing important information like venue location or whether they would like to be contacted via email, etc. Many people use these notifications to contact guests who forget they've signed up for a dinner party or lunch meetup. You can add or remove attendees through these messages and even leave notes if your plans change during the day. What does it mean for notifications on a calendar? On a calendar, notifications like texts and phone calls show up in the orange bell on the far right corner. When a notification pops up, a small image is included on the button. In most cases, you can take some actions by clicking on this button or moving your mouse over it to open your inbox or call log so that you can check what has been sent. Why do some of my notifications keep ringing out? Google Calendar's notifications ringer is set to vibrate, not ring, which can result in it going off constantly. The problem usually comes from the person having multiple Google Calendar entries and receiving notification for each one of them. How can I avoid the annoying I was seeing the dreaded repeat notification at the bottom of my screen every time I checked my email, before I discovered a way to disable it? It's one thing for apps on your phone or computer to alert you to a busy schedule, but it is another when apps pop up on your Google Calendar. Here's what I did.